WIFO FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South First Street right here in Jesup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Well, Bob, Pierce County wasn't that all nice to us. JV game or varsity game yesterday. Took it on chin on both games.
Yeah, slipped away. So better days are ahead.
Better days are ahead. Big 3-game series up in Atlanta Friday at 6 and then starting at 10 o'clock on Saturday with the doubleheader.
Yeah, and Buddy Deloach just texted in. He's tied up in insurance committee meetings, so he's not going to be able to be with us today. So haven't had any of our representatives this busy week up in Atlanta. So hopefully we'll start next week with Stephen Meeks on Monday. But We've got the track coach in the studios with us, Tony Jones. We got a big inaugural Hello with Us Fluker Invitational track meet this Saturday. Everybody's invited. There's a $5 admission. First of all, Coach, appreciate you coming here on the show, and congratulations on being named the new track coach.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're on the football staff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I coach football here in Wayne County. This is my first year here from Texas. Moved here to be closer to my son, and just enjoying Wayne County so far.
You played ball yourself, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I played in high school. College, I was, a little different, so I didn't get the opportunity. But yes, sir, I did play pretty good in high school.
And for those that may not know, your son is Georgia defensive lineman Bear Alexander, the freshman. Had a great year, had a big game in the national championship game. And I take Jalen Carter's spot. They got a big article in the AJC where last year Georgia's Tavon Walker was the number 1 pick by Jacksonville, and somebody had to step in, and they say Jalen Carter might be the number 1 pick in overall draft, and your son Bear is going to step in and take his place. So talk a little bit about your son first. Like I said, there's a lot of Georgia Bulldog fans out there who may not know your son is Bear Alexander.
Absolutely.
What's his name again, Bear?
Bear Alexander.
Bear Alexander.
Yes, sir, Bear Alexander. Well, yes, he had a pretty good season this year. He came in hurt. He had a shoulder injury from high school, so we got that cleaned up. So he had to sit out the spring. But after that, he came in, he worked really hard and was able to get into the rotation and earned significant snaps in the national championship game, and played pretty well. I think he had like 2 sacks and a couple tackles for loss, and he's really after it right now, man. So he's scheduled to come in and have another big year in a full-time role, replacing Jalen Carter.
Big, strong kid. What's he weigh?
Height, weight, he's about 6'3" and a half, a quarter, or something like that, and he's probably around 307, 310 right now.
Now, where did he play high school, your son? Where did he play high school?
See, we moved around a lot. I coach, so, we moved around a little bit, but he played a year at Skyline High School, which is probably one of the biggest high schools in Texas.
This is all Texas, right?
This is all Texas.
Okay.
And then he played a year at Denrine High School, which is another powerhouse in Texas. We won a state championship there, and then we left and went to IMG for his senior year.
Okay. Now, well, we just want to introduce you once again that we have Wayne County High School track coach Tony Jones as our special guest this morning.
Yes, sir.
So your son signs at Georgia, so you're just trying to find a job closer. So how did J-Bo Shaw and you hook up?
Well, we've been recruited by Georgia probably since his freshman year. So since his freshman year in high school, we would come back and forth real regularly. And during that process, I was able to build a good relationship with Gunner Stockton's dad.
I got you. So you knew Gunner's dad.
Mm-hmm. Me and Rob
Coach
and
Shaw,
Coach
Coach Gunner over there at Raven County.
And so I was able to link up with J-Bo, and it was just love from the beginning. That I felt right at home. Those was my, excuse me, it's probably Texas slang, but those are my bros. And that's how I feel. It's been pretty awesome to really just be able to coach with your family and be able to come to Wayne County and fit right in, man. Like, you guys have really accepted me and my family, and we feel at home, So just being able to connect with J-Bo and Gunner and Rob and Sherry, the Stocktons, like, those are my good friends, and, we were able to meet J-Bo.
You brought a family in. Tell us about your family.
Yes. So my nephews are here with me, and then, my girlfriend was here, but she has since went back to Texas. So she comes back and forth quite regularly, but me and my nephew Dre Fulbright, he's a sophomore cornerback on Wayne County's football team. He's going to be the third leg for our 4x1 team. So I'm pretty excited about that. He's running really good right now.
And he's getting some offers as well.
Yes, sir. We have a couple SEC offers right now.
Georgia's offering him, right?
Yes, sir. He has a Georgia offer.
What year is he?
He's a 2025.
Okay.
And he's actually competing this weekend in Atlanta for the Under Armour All-American camp for Wayne County. So that's going to be pretty big. I hope to see some of our Wayne County faithfuls out if you can make it. It'll be at what is the name of the high school? Carrollton High School.
Carrollton High School.
Yes, sir. It'll be at Carrollton High School.
Carrollton, Georgia.
Well, next time Bear comes back to Jesup, you have to bring him out here and get him.
I absolutely will. Like, he's here all the time. I mean, he has a dog that I have right now. He's gonna come and get it soon. He definitely has to come and get his dog soon. And he's on here, so I hope you definitely come get your dog soon.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a little Frenchie, man, and it's like it just tears up my house and my life. Right.
So he's a big old huge
big
guy, and he got his little old
the
dog.
The dog can fit in his hand. Yes, this guy, man. And I told him, I said, you live in the dorm. You don't need to buy the dog, but him. Well, I need the dog because we have a dog, right?
Uh-huh.
So he wanted our dog. It's already like housebroken and trained a little bit.
Uh-huh.
It would have been easy,
right?
But the kids come, and so I didn't want to send that dog. So he bought a dog, and it has tore our life apart the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks has been crazy, but. I have my grandbaby, so he's going to come get her soon. So, yes, I will definitely be by here. Man, that's pretty cool.
Well, again, besides coaching football, you're the head track coach,
yes,
boys
sir.
and girls. So what's the numbers like with the new track? Is there a lot of excitement?
Good. Yes, it's a lot of excitement. We started off a little slow because we were still we had basketball kids still playing basketball. Soccer still going on, so we're still splitting kids right now. But we do have some really good numbers. We're going to be very, very competitive. And the kids are really excited. That's what it's all about for me. If the kids are not having a good time, then guess what? You're probably not winning very much, right? So that's what we do. We go out every day. We work really hard. We just try to have a good time, man.
And you got a lot of the football players out running track?
Mm-hmm.
Is Matthew Fuller running track?
Yes, sir. Matthew Fuller will probably be our anchor leg for our 4x1. Terry Young Graves is going to be our first leg. We have Perry. I don't know if you guys know Perry. Perry will be our second leg to Dre Fulbright to Matthew Fuller. So
I love watching the 4x1.
And
that is the most exciting event in track.
Tavion Wallace that's the guy, right? He's dealing with some injury right now, but Tavion Wallace is going to be really big for us this season too.
Well, now that we got a complete full track with all the facilities there, track and field, how does the field department look? Well, now that we have, we can practice pole vault, we can practice high jump, and all we got with facility to do that. Are anybody doing that this year for you?
Yes, sir. We have a pole vaulter. Actually, another coach on our staff, his son is a pole vaulter.
Okay.
So he's working really hard right now. I think we may have one other pole vaulter, but for sure we have shot, discus. We're pretty stacked on that side, girls and boys.
High jump,
jumpers. We have a lot
broad
of jumpers.
Triple jump.
Actually, one of our high jump girls, she may be right there for the state.
Wow.
She cleared. I want to say like 5'2", 5'3", or something like that.
Okay.
And the state winner last year, I want to say it was like 5'5", maybe.
Who's going to be your middle distance runners and long distance runners? The
middle distance,
800 and the 1200 and
I have
1600 and
Malaysia Ingram is going to be probably one of the top girls that I have for sure. Probably one of the top girls in the state. She's
had a good cross country year.
Yeah, she had a good cross country year. Who else I have on that side? There's quite a few. Distance, man, it's quite a few of us.
Quite a few of them for 1600 and 3200.
But I know Malaysia and Zoe Ingram, they had pretty strong seasons this year, and they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have some strong 800 and 400s, won't we?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He just came from basketball. One of our 400 guys just came from basketball.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, I don't even know his name right now, but I haven't worked with him very much.
Well, that'll change over the next couple of weeks.
For sure. He's a stud, though. He's probably a senior, I believe, and he's going to be really good for us, too.
How many teams you have coming in this Saturday?
Confirmed, there's 7 confirmed teams right now. But registration is still open, guys. If you're out there, go ahead and go online and register. You still can get in, get your entries in. It's $50 per team, $100 total if you're carrying the boys and the girls team. So come out, support us, man. Have fun. Let's kick this track season off the right way.
Who do we have coming in? What other high schools coming in?
You know what? I'm from Texas, and I don't want to use that, but I honestly don't know them very well.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the blessing and the curse with me, right? Like I'm a little behind.
Does
right?
the AD or assistant AD set this up for you?
He helped me, yes, sir. Mr. McDonald, like that's my guy. He's been exceptional in helping me set all this stuff up and just allowing me to be able to focus on performance.
Okay,
right? Like
he's handling the logistics, you're handling the performance. Okay,
yes, sir. We
all
working.
It should be a lot of fun again. As you mentioned, it's just nice to have a track. It's been we're trying to remember when the last time Wayne County hosted the track meet. It's been so long ago, we just don't know. So
listen, I can't wrap my mind around how convenient it is or what it looks like without this, because I know how it's still kind of difficult, like small things, right? Like getting water. Like there's no water here, so I have to travel over here to get water, and right, I have no place to like do laundry, so I have to go do laundry at the football facilities and stuff like that. So that's still a little different, but I can imagine having the bus kids, wherever we were. I don't know, where was it, JC Stadium?
That's where they used to have to go practice.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to go practice there, but we didn't have anything to host anybody with for many, many years because the facility had just run down, and so now we got a brand new facility,
it's
brand
beautiful
new track with the track surface to it, so it's easier
beautiful
on the joints on the kids practicing and running, and in the meets, and also practicing during the week, and you got a full set of you got the for the track and for the everything there, from the high jump to the pole vault, everything that you got there. You got all the field stuff, you got the track, everything's right there. You got some stands, you got covers for the teams. It's just a great facility there for, and Wayne County is going to be proud of this for many years to come.
This is true. And trust me, we're going to get after it. We're going to use every inch of it. My goal is to performance and movement, right? Like, we're going to move well, we're going to move efficiently, and we're going to be fast.
Got anybody helping you? I mean, you doing this all by yourself?
No, sir. Coach Yoder, it's Coach Conda, and we got Coach Gart. So those guys do a great job. I handle the sprinters. Coach Conda handle most of the distance runners. Coach Gart deals with our throwers, and Coach Yoder, he deals with our jumpers and our hurdlers. Yep.
So again, it's all taking place this Saturday against the inaugural event, Helen Willis Fluker Invitational Track Event. We'll invite everybody out Saturday at 9 a.m. And how long does track meet normally run? About several hours?
Yes, sir.
About
We'll
2-3
start
hours.
at 9. Coaches meetings will start around 8:30 or so. So we'll probably be out around, I want to say 3 o'clock maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, something about like that. If you have
Something like
a bunch of people there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we look forward to getting the results for you and have that for us on Monday's Sportscast. But again, exciting is it's just nice to have a track finally right there at high school. You can
Coach,
practice,
it's so
just walk
convenient.
outside and practice. They have the inside of the track is a nice field the football team's been able to use as well. So just nice to finally have a new track at Wayne County High School. We're going to kick it off on Saturday at 9 a.m. In the studios again with us is head track coach Tony Jones, also on football. What'd you coach on the football team this year?
I'm the defensive backs coach.
Defensive
Yes,
back.
sir. I
So-
coach the defensive backs.
So you got the coach Dre.
Yes, Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He had a great year.
Yes,
Had a couple of those pick sixes.
Oh, my
Did
God.
you teach him all that?
I actually did. You know, I listen. I don't want this to come off wrong. I do not want this to come off wrong, guys. So let me explain real quick. Dre Fulbright was a running back, and he still is a running back. He's a really, really good one.
Yes, yeah.
But to me, I tell him all the time, you're a poor running back, but you are a rich corner. So he has embraced the change. I changed his position completely. He didn't like it at first, but he really thrived in it. And I'm glad you said that because yes, Dre, I'm proud of you for that. Thank you so much, son. I love you. But yes,
Coach J. Shaw talked about how he had to have several conversations with several players to change position when he first came in because coaches looked at the film and said, this kid be better over here. And what he said, what he loved about Wayne County kids, they all embraced it. Nobody balked it. Everybody just
Every
said,
kid embraced it. And that's why I said, like, that's a part of the feeling like family thing. Like, we haven't had to work that. It doesn't seem like we had to work that hard.
Coaches know best. You know, they do. They got the experience.
And the great thing is they all flourished. Everybody that changed their position, flourished. I mean, it was just unbelievable how well it all fit. And everybody's getting excited already for next season. Everybody's the best of the buzz.
How much time I got? We can talk about next season. We can get to next season. But yes,
we got 10 more minutes.
We are super excited about next
I like
season.
the schedule.
Preach on, Coach.
I like Brooks is coming to our place. BC's coming to our place.
Listen.
Got the big road trip to Appleton early in the season, but the region is what it is. But I'm excited about BC coming to our place.
Oh, I'm ready to see it. And see, this past year we didn't, like I said, I didn't know a lot of the teams, but I kind of know what to expect this next year going around. And we go really make some noise. It's gonna be a very fun and exciting season like it was this past year. But with another year under the helm, like we're gonna be much more prepared. And it's gonna be scary for a few people.
When they had the drawing for the $10,000 drawing, Coach Shaw got to speak, and everybody was still talking about. He said, "We're not a one-hit wonder. This is going to last for a while."
It's as we said, it's like that. So it'll be like this for a minute. Like we hard-working people. The kids bought in. That was the hardest part. If the kids were going to buy in, but the kids bought in immediately. The town supports us. They're behind us. The players are here. The talent is here. We're gonna win. That's the expectation from my head coach. He challenges us that way every day, and that's what it. That's what we have to do. And
how was the adjustment for you going from Texas to small town Jesup? You like the small town?
It's very seamless, right? Like it's people are people, and honestly, small town people are a little bit better. So it's been love for me. My coaching career has been a little different. For the last couple of years, it's been kind of difficult. So getting to a real family, right? I don't coach this game for money. I don't coach this game for no other reason but the fact that I love what I do and I love the people I do it with, right? So that is what has made my journey and my trip to Wayne County like everything, literally everything. Like I couldn't have been who I am today, right now, without J-Bo, Coach White, Coach Mahaffey, those, like my guys, like those guys have really helped me in this process and my family, and I love them forever. I'm Wayne County forever, for sure.
Going back to the championship, like I said, your son played on the national championship team. What was the celebration like after the game?
That was a little epic, right? We went out, hung out, but it's not like hung out, right? He's a real introvert, like he don't.
Your son?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He don't, he after that, like he'll go say hi, and he's kind of out. So we went. Walked around on the strip for a second, went back to the room, and just honestly talked about next year. We got to next year that night, what he was going to train like, where we were going to be training for the summer, the times and dates that he would be here, the times and dates that we would be training abroad or other places. Like, that's really what it was. Like, we really don't have the time to be unfocused. This is a big move for my family, moving from Texas to here. So we have to come here and be about everything that we need to be about to produce what we need to produce.
And that's, you hear that from coaches, by the time the season begins, the groundwork to become a national champ is laid now.
Yeah,
it's now through August, up to August.
Yep. That's true.
Yep.
It was literally, I think they got back to work maybe the next week, maybe a week off, and then they were right back.
I'm curious, your son was highly recruited. A lot of colleges wondering what was the decisive factor to go to Georgia.
Family, right? Kirby Smart. That guy he's amazing, right? He's a guy you can talk to, and he never misses an opportunity to be a good person. And people often miss an opportunity to be a good person, right? And especially on this recruiting trail, meeting people, being out here, seeing in over a 4-year span, all of the people that we met that, some of those people did not miss the opportunity to be a good not to be a good person, right? But with Kirby Smart and that staff, Trey Scott, Jonas Jennings, Fran Brown, the list goes on. Like, it's a lot of guys in that building that they think and believe the way that I believe, and how I raised my son and how I raised him to be. It's a culture there, and Georgia fit that culture.
I know Georgia came in a couple weeks ago. They looked at a lot of film. Like I said, they're high on your son. They're also high on Mr. Tavion Wallace. I keep telling Tavion's dad he looked good in red and black, but he keeps balking. So maybe you can help me out a little bit.
Listen, I told Tavion.
Tavion, they say, how about his younger brother Titus? How good is Titus going to be?
Coach, I don't know if I can say this. Right?
They say Titus might be the best of them all.
I don't know if I can say this, but I hope to have Titus next year.
Is he
right?
running track?
There will be Dre,
right,
and there may be a Titus
over
right?
on the other side. I got you.
So it's like that's how I'm looking at it. I hope Coach Shaw listen. I hope Coach Shaw listening to this because that's my wish list. I hope Coach Shaw's listening, but I know it's gonna be a battle between me and him. Titus is elite offensively, right? So it's like you got.
He can play.
We'll see.
I'm
sure we'll figure it out.
It's amazing how many kids on that team can play both ways and play well. I said your son's a good running back, but they like him better at corner.
Yes.
But
and then anyway. Like I said, Matthew Fuller.
Right.
That's Mr. Two-way, right? He led the area in rushing, and then
the season he had. I don't think people understand how impressive that season was to have that many yards rushing, to have met that many tackles on defense.
Explain that as a coach, not as just as a coach, what a player like that it means to a team.
It's huge. You can't do it without guys like that. Guys that can double and do multiple things. Versatility is the name of this game, right? The more one player can do, the worse it is. The worse it is for defenses for sure. So it's like Matthew gives us super versatility offensively and defensively. Defensively, you can put him in the box, you can spread him out, he can play in the slot. He can come off the edge and blitz. He can fill A gap to A gap and shoot. He's definitely sideline to sideline. But then if you hand him the ball in the backfield, no one wants to tackle him quarter after quarter after quarter. He's a big guy.
That's the reason why when you said that he seemed to get stronger. And like a Zonka or Riggins or someone like that, a big back that just, as the game goes on, you see those defensive backs kind of hesitate before they want to tackle them come the third and fourth, especially the fourth quarter.
Coach, and I don't feel like he got the most out of his summer. He didn't get the most out of his spring last year. This year, Matthew ain't leaving anything on the table. He's having a superb offseason right now. So it's going to be scary for a lot of people. He's probably like 210 right now. And, Matthew is solid. He's about 5'11", 6 foot 210. I think he competed this past weekend at the Under Armour camp, and I want to say he ran sub 4.5. He ran 4.5, something like that, at 210 pounds.
These guys stay busy in the offseason.
Like, they don't have a choice. That's the culture. That's the culture.
If you don't, your competition will. So you got to keep going.
That's the culture.
Joe and I joked all season long. Matthew Fuller did everything himself. Popcorn at halftime.
Literally everything. Every special team.
After every game, we give out an offensive defensive player. I said he could get both every game.
Every game.
That's how good he was. It was he was so much fun. I talked to him at the banquet, told him how much fun it was to call the games this year watching him play. I mean, he was just a beast out there.
What about Ja Ross?
Yeah, Ja Ross. Yeah.
Oh God.
And that was another person who changed positions.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, Coach Shaw said they all bought in, and look what season he
exactly.
got all reaching honors.
And that's what's special about it. Coach Shaw can relate to any kid, man. Like, it doesn't take much to get a kid. He could probably get a sell salt pack to a snail or something like that. Like, he's a guy that can get anybody to kind of see the bigger picture and do what's in the best interest of the team, man, and that's special.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming in this
Absolutely.
morning. Once again, Bob, highlight the Invitational this weekend.
Yeah, it's the Helen Willis Fluker Invitational. The new track's going to be, this is the first track meet at the new track, 9 a.m. Saturday. We're going to have a bunch of teams come in, 17 track and field events for both men's and ladies. Medals and trophies are going to be given out to the top finishers. Just admission $5, so come on out and support the track program, athletic department. It should be a big day Saturday.
Yep.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best at this inaugural
Yes,
event
sir.
for our brand new track at Wayne County High School.
Thank you for having me.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir.
All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and by O'Quinn & Associates.